All right. God bless you. I love you. Appreciate you. Each one bless one. This is Brother James Anthony Allen. Yes, I'm. This is the War Daddy room, basically, or the entertainment room I'm in now. This is the chair in, basically, when I'm in this room. Elizabeth Gardner, take some 5-HTP. You'll feel much better. Okay. I watch you every day, and the other folk too. Okay. This is Fed Up number 21. Okay. Thank you for whoever there's watching. I'm sure it's YouTube employee. Okay, so in any event, um, I wanted to tell you, um, stay out in the street and protest. Do it non-violently. What this has done, this series of protests, what it has done is thrown a monkey wrench. Well, COVID's thrown a monkey wrench in Trump's plans. Very negative plans for America and everybody else, but very good plans for him and his family. Okay. I wanted to say that Brianna, that lady who got killed, the EM2 got killed, the RAL, and just like the other news agencies who are working for the 1% at the top, they didn't tell you the details. It was a no-knock warrant, okay? The police had a no-knock warrant. That means they had to go to a judge and say, this is the details, this is the reasoning why you got to get this no-knock warrant. So in that reasoning, they had several locations and drugs supposedly. So they went to all kind of locations, 4 or 5 locations before they got to Brianna. So that means they were all nutted up, energized, ready to do something stupid. Because once you get 1 or 2 cops saying, "Let's follow me," and you got 10 other cops behind them, if these 1 or 2 cops, these 3 cops don't seem like they got things going on and know what these 10 cops ain't gonna follow them. They're gonna go somewhere else and sit on their ass somewhere else in the shade somewhere, because that's what cops do: sit around and do nothing. When one call comes in, they all swarm in one call because they got shit else to do. Right? I know. I work with the Georgia Public Safety Training Center in Georgia, an hour south of Atlanta, 30 minutes north of Macon, in the country where they believe the South shall rise again. I learned a great deal about the Civil War down there. Love those guys. Love the Georgia Public Safety Training Center. I know David says he's not there, but Josh, you probably there. Love you guys. I'm for law enforcement. I'm not against law enforcement because people act stupid. Black, white, yellow, green. People act stupid and crazy and ignorant, and they need to be locked up or cut or eliminated. Oh, I just remembered something I want to tell you concerning locked up. I want to tell the U.S. government, Department of the Army in particular, because I'm an Army, once you sign up on the dotted line, you're there for life. They got you for life. You don't know it, but that's what the line says. So I read it, so I know I'm Army all the way until I die. So, Army, U.S. Army, the general, remember this. You have an army in the penal system. United States government, United States Army, you have an army in the U.S. penal system. Start training them now how to be militaristic and to defend their country. So when the SHIT, I'll try not to let this cursing spirit take hold of me today, bind it up, throw it out in Jesus' name. So when the SHIT hits the fan, I'm not talking about Civil War. I'm talking about bigger than that. And I'm going to get into details of it. You're going to need more men, U.S. Army. They are in the penal system. Start training them now, using video games or whatever the hell you want to use, ATW hockey sticks use, but start training them. You're going to need those men and women. Start training them. That's your extra military supplements. Okay, I got that off the table. That's one of the things I want to tell you about. That's one thing. 2, police unions, eliminate completely. Get rid of them, period. Their history, their short history has shown you and me that they have negative intentions. If a police union, a police leader, a police in authority, if he's in authority and he says take a sick day, take a blue day, blue flu, whatever, all the people involved terminate. Get a whole new group of people in because there's a lot of people unemployed. Ha, ha, ha. A lot of people unemployed. Get rid of them. All that training go to waste. Yeah, it is wasted already. Hello, it's already being wasted. So, get rid of police unions. Do not get rid of the police. Do not get rid of the police. Do not get rid of law enforcement. Do not defund the police. Defund the police union and get rid of the police union. If you don't get rid of the police union, you're wasting everybody's time. And if you don't get rid of your police union, I guarantee you these people are going to be out in the streets and tearing up infrastructure. Not statues, but infrastructure. Boom, bringing us a statue. Leave those damn, leave those DAMN statues alone. Leave them alone. The problem is you taking these statues down, that's like in negotiations. Think of negotiations. We're in negotiations for not for defund the police dummies. We're in the fight for reparations. We're in the fight for reparations. Stop tearing down these daggone statues. Because if you're in a negotiation and you tearing down statues, when you go to the table to negotiate, they're going to say, oh, you turned down all these statues already. So that you done took something off the table. Something legitimate off the table, like living wage. Like getting rid of blue flu cops. Like getting rid of police union. Don't tear down the statues. And so legislatures and people in authority, this is the issue. Why do we have to get out and tear stuff up when we know what we want? We can tell you and you do it. Hello? WRAL? That's something you can report on. You can report on all kind of stuff, but you don't. WRAL, why don't you report on voter fraud when the people in voter authority leadership make people close precincts? Close 100 precincts on voting day before, whatever. That's racism. That's systemic racism. And y'all don't even report on it. Oh, they turned down a building. They losing some TVs. That ain't crap. That's nothing. Losing somebody's livelihood, losing somebody's business. I said this yesterday. Does not equate to someone losing a life. A life and a business is not equal. A human life and a dog life ain't equal. A human life and a cat life ain't not equal. And this brings me to the whole point of this one right here. Well, I guess defund the police union was the point, but this is the bigger point. And I'm going to try to hit this every time. Renee Chu, looking great. I'm watching your news right now, okay? And I'm going to try to do this because I can look at the news and report on what you're saying as you're doing it. You know, y'all talking about Lake Gaston. There's some serious stuff going on. Serious stuff. This is what I want you to talk about. Whenever you hear anybody, President Trump, China has to be responsible for COVID-19. Well, you don't even know where that came from. You're trying to blame responsibility. Point the blame away from you. That ain't the point. If you say China got to be responsible, listen, black people. Listen, black people. Listen, white people. Listen, every people in America. When people say people got to be responsible, whenever somebody says that word responsible or responsibility, what comes out of your mouth as a black person or an African-American person is, I want you to take responsibility for reparations. Reparation responsibility. Reparation responsibility. Reparation responsibility. The Chinese got to be responsible for COVID. America got to be responsible. America has to be responsible for slavery and Reconstruction and letting those people out. 4 million slaves out like cattle. Donald Trump. Imagine this. Your son. 4 million of your son. 4 million of your little son. Your tall son. So him. 4 million of them. They can't hardly read or can't read. They don't really know the systems outside of that plantation. They don't know what's going on. And now you treat them like cattle, like sheep, and you turn them out and say, go, get away from here. Go, you got to go. And now you say, oh, listen, you got pro football players, pro basketball players making millions of dollars. Hey, so we don't need reparations. They don't need reparations. They don't need reparations. I'm a spiritual warrior of the Lord Most High, and the Lord takes me to different places doing crazy stuff that I don't understand. And one of the things he brought me up here. Right. And I realized why he brought me up here. He brought me up here so I can see how the people down here live. Right. I hadn't lived down here since I left University of North Carolina, Charlotte. Okay. And went to the Army. When I did that, I have never been down here on this level. Okay. Right. So the Lord brought me down here to this level. And on this level, y'all, women, AOC, you need to hear this, man. I mean, lady, because on this level, they talk about unemployment is the lowest in history. You got women, single mothers working 2 and 3 jobs. You got men working 2 and 3 jobs. You got old people, 65, 75, 80 people, 80 years old, women in these factories working because they don't have a living wage with one job. But the unemployment rate went down. I mean, listen, this is really bad down here. I'm learning more and more. There are young black females coming out of high school, nowhere to go, nothing to do. Young black females, right? WRALU not reporting on that. Young black females. What? It's a problem. They're going to turn to tricking, prostitution. I mean, it's terrible. What are they going to do? Down here on this level, people got to eat. No, this is pre-COVID. Pre-COVID. They got to eat, so they sell drugs so they can eat. They use drugs so they don't feel the pain. Like the pain I worked for 3.5 years at Revlon and got bullied for 3.5 years. Management wouldn't do anything about it. Okay. Systemic racism. And by the way, if you don't know, this is how systemic the racism is. Revlon in Oxford, North Carolina, got the North Carolina state legislature to pass laws to make cronyism and nepotism illegal at Revlon. You want me to repeat that, Governor Cooper? You weren't there. No, it wasn't you, Governor Cooper. It was a Republican snake, probably, because they're snakes. Revlon in Oxford, North Carolina, had the state of North Carolina legislature pass laws that made it illegal for them to have nepotism and cronyism in that plant. So that means your mama, your sister, your brother, your dad, your whole family can work at the plant. And they are down there like that. Okay. Now, this is how I know this. One of those temporary CEOs that Revlon brought in, he said, I'd never been in a place where mom and dad and brother and sister work together. And I knew that's illegal. The rest of the people, most of them didn't know it was illegal because they're ignorant. This is an area of ignorance. Okay. So I said, dang, they done broke a law. They done changed the law to make racism systemic and okay here at Revlon. Check it out. I'm not kidding. All right. So that's about it for that. And I'm going to let this go. I hadn't taken my medicine. I got to take the medicine. I've been out shopping and stuff. Oh, I've gotten more done today. And I got up at like 8, a little after 8, which normally at 6. I get up at 6. But I got a lot done. Now I got to take the medicine. Everything goes. But at least I'm, anyway. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to continue to share some things with you. The really big thing, maybe I'll share this afternoon. I have to be definitely medicated when I get to that because it's just stressing me out just think about it right now. But it's okay. Let me leave it alone. What else did I want to tell you guys? It's this stuff. I hadn't got my notebooks right there, but I don't want to deal with that right now. I've been running around, so this is my break time. And so I sat down and said, well, let me do this since I'm on break. This is my War Daddy t-shirt. Well, this is my War Daddy t-shirt. Yep. And I need you guys to make some of these. I need to talk to you guys locally. And if somebody local knows, somebody call me. 919-514-9029. Let me see what's on 50. Maybe you guys, the news got something going on there. 50. All right, so defund the police. Don't defund the police union. Don't defund the police. Oh, Antifa, Antifa. That's Trump. Antifa is Trump. Okay, Antifa is Trump. All right. That's about it. Let me see what they're showing on Fox 50. Something about Antifa. I got to see what they're saying. God bless you. I love you. Thank God for you. Subscribe. Stay in touch, etc., etc., etc. I will give the heavy one this afternoon. I don't know. What time is it? What? It's 1 o'clock already? Woo. Maybe 4 o'clock or something like that. God bless you. I love you. Have a great day. End. Now, what is this guy talking